Hi, this is a recorded lecture for the IB/DP Design Technology Topic B3.3.1. This is HL content. We're looking at design and practice, and this is mechanical systems. Big picture, you should be able to analyze mechanical movements in products and their impact in different manufacturing techniques used for producing different products. For mechanical systems, you need to understand that mechanical advantage of a system can be calculated. You must be able to calculate mechanical advantage in gears, pulleys, belts, and lever systems. This is a great video. I encourage you to watch it again. It gives you a good understanding of what mechanical advantage is. So let's talk about the mechanical advantage that we get in lever systems. So in levers, mechanical advantage is determined by the ratio of the load arm and the effort arm distances from the fulcrum. So if we know the distance between the fulcrum and the effort arm and the distance and from the fulcrum to the load arm, we just essentially make that into a ratio with the distance of the effort on top and the load on the bottom. So if the effort arm is longer than the load arm, the mechanical advantage is going to be greater than 1. And that's an important idea with levers, that essentially if the effort arm is longer than the load arm, you're going to get that mechanical advantage, that it's easier to move that load. It'll take less effort to move the load, but you'll have to move it through a greater distance. Here's an example of that. What we're doing here with the first class lever is we're measuring this distance of the load arm to the fulcrum and the effort arm to the fulcrum, and we put that into a ratio with the effort arm over the load arm. With a gear system, mechanical advantage is discussed in the terms of gear ratio. It is the relationship between the number of teeth on the driven gear, the output, and the driver gear, the input. And we calculate mechanical advantage by the number of teeth on the driven gear over the number of teeth on the driver gear. And so usually we see it represented this way, where mechanical advantage is equal to the number of teeth on the out over the number of teeth on the in. If the driver gear has, say, 10 teeth and the driven gear has 40 teeth, the mechanical advantage is 4. This means that the output force is 4 times greater, but the output speed is 4 times slower. Remember, with mechanical advantage, we can never get something for nothing. So if we're getting greater output force, we're going to lose speed in that. Here's an example of that. One problem with this particular picture, I used AI for it. You'll notice that it says 40 teeth, and if you count the number of teeth, there are not 40 teeth in this gear. And I'm not sure if there are 10 teeth in this gear, but just pretend. So if we had 40 teeth in this gear, that would be 40. If we had 10 teeth in this gear, that would be 10. So the mechanical advantage of this example would be 4. If you want to see the prompt that I used for any of the pictures in this presentation, because they're all done with AI, they're in the description in the slideshow. You can see the prompt in the speaker's notes of the slideshow. With pulley systems, the calculation relies on counting the number of rope segments supporting the load. So the mechanical advantage is going to be number of rope segments supporting the load. So the rule of thumb in something like a block and tackle system is to count every rope section except for the one that the person is pulling on. Now, this is unless the rope is being pulled upwards, but if it's being pulled downwards, you're going to count every single rope section except for the one that the person is pulling on. So that's what this looks like. We have 3 rope sections, but the person is pulling on this one, so I'm going to count 1 and 2. And that would be the mechanical advantage of this particular pulley system. Again, I'm sorry, AI did a kind of weird thing where this rope is tied here, and that's a little weird, but just ignore that. For belt and pulley systems, they work similar to gears, but instead of counting teeth, we use the diameter of the pulleys. So the mechanical advantage is going to be the diameter of the driven pulley over the diameter of the driver pulley. These are commonly found in pillar drills or bicycle chains. Increasing the size of the driven pulley increases torque, but decreases speed. And here you go. This is a picture of that. So it's going to be diameter of the driven pulley, this one right here, over the diameter of the driver pulley, which is this guy right here. All right. Thank you for watching.